Namaste, friends. Welcome to 7 Days Rainbow Womb Healing Sessions. Today's agenda is very simple. I'm Sirisha Pamadi from Atlanta, Georgia. Today's agenda 10 minutes of meditation. And after that, today's topic is significance of women menstrual cycles and womb healing by Prameela Jyothi. So let's start meditation, friends, for 10 minutes now. I'll share music. Sit in a comfortable posture. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. Gently close your eyes. Remove your spectacles. Keep your mobiles in silent. Friends, we are going into the deeper states of consciousness by observing normal breath, easy breath, happy breath, soft breath. Let's all connect to the group energies and our higher consciousness. Let's all connect to the Master's consciousness at this moment of time. Remember that we are all gods. We can heal ourselves by understanding our system completely. We should understand that who we are. We are not only the body, we are seven-bodied system. Let's all connect to the subtle bodies of our higher consciousness at this moment of time. Let go of all your disturbing thoughts, unnecessary thoughts. Let's all connect to the true self of your consciousness by calming your mind. Final 2 minutes. Just be with your normal breath. Let's absorb the wisdom completely by Master Prameela Jyothi. Be thankful to the Master. Last 1 minute. Slowly come back, all your senses into your physical body. Let us shower our gratitude to our Grandmaster, Pitamaha Patriji, for giving a beautiful technique to evolve into a better self. Let's thank to all the visible and invisible masters. Okay, Master. Just keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes with a big smile on your face. Thank you, Masters, for joining us today. We have a Prameela Jyothi Madam. Let's welcome her. My hearty welcome to you, Madam. So, stage is all yours.
Namaste, Masters. Welcome everybody for this fourth day of home healing, uh, sharing, and wisdom. Thank you, Shirisha Garu, for your wonderful meditation session. I'm trying to share my screen here. So, just to recap few things from the previous uh, day, we know that we are about the consciousness of not just body, but we are of our mind as heart and spirit. This is always there, not just being body. And the consciousness layers is spread into various bodies like the physical body, spirit body, emotional body, mental body, and even the cosmic body as well. And these things that we all learn. And this is the body which the energy of various bodies that would extend beyond our physical body, and which every of this is reflected about our health and wellness and lifestyles of every individuals. Not only individuals, it is about the collective life and energy here.
Madam, your voice is breaking. Just can you check once?
I'll make sure I'll speak a bit louder. And we also have seen this hierarchy of lifestyle, even not just about understanding the energy systems, but in the practical materialistic life, how the life has been extending or expanding, that we have seen, like from physiological needs to secure safety needs and emotional needs, self-actualization, and also that higher spiritual path and spiritual exploration. And we also seen how this later we have seen this hormones, how they are placed. Like we have to understand that women hormones or energy system is not the same all the month, like 28 days. It's been starting from the pituitary glands, and that will create some hormones which will uh, release eggs, and we also have ovulation process and fertilization that would happen when male and female come together. And if fertilization happens, embryo would form. And if fertilization doesn't happen, uh, the embryo or the egg would disintegrate, and that would be released through menstrual cycle or menstrual blood or flow. This is how it happens at a biological and hormonal levels. However, if we have to connect the same with the energy systems and the chakra system, it is all about flowing from the top uh, crown chakra or Agnya chakra towards the throat. And see, this is how the pituitary gland that we are explaining or we spoke about, that would start from some, at the top chakras, crown, and this third eye, Agnya chakra, and throat chakra, heart chakra, and all the down chakras, and finally, whether it is a birth or the egg that is disintegrated but released from the bottom root chakra. So this is how it happens. So the chakra system is also involved in a women, menstrual cycle process. So we have to understand that every chakra has its own significance in this process. Every chakras are to be focused. However, because of the latest or the recent lifestyle changes, or the urge to expand and the urge to grow and improve and make some materialistic well-being, that's a good thing. However, in this process, this flow has been ignored, or some people who would adopt some physical, sorry, uh, spiritual practices, they have more of the higher chakra focus and ignore the lower chakra focus. Or some people might have completely the lower chakra focus and ignore the higher chakra focus. So here, whom he tells or focus or give us that kind of energy, wisdom, and strength, wherein these things have to be taken care. How to have the cycle flow, how to have the complete flow, all the chakras that are significant in this entire process of menstruation. This is very, very, very important. So if we are not taken that care, definitely there'll be some kind of issues like painful periods or irregular periods. See, these things has to be, definitely there'll be some kind of a condition, like some pain would be there, some kind of no discomfort would be there. There will be some mood swings. There will be some kind of no condition, situation wherein we need to allow that process to happen. We cannot just ignore whether it's a delivery of a baby or just releasing of this blood flow. So it has a situation, it has a condition. It needs some kind of a relaxation and releasing process that has to be allowed. Relaxation and releasing is very important. That which has been ignored in this recent days. Either a person is in normal materialistic things or even people who are adopting the spiritual practices. Um, we do the spiritual practices always to evolve, grow up, or to know, do more, that rapid or being the uplifting or actualization of our things, adopting the spiritual practices. So we have to be very aware of whether we are activating the thing or whether we are trying to release and relax the things. There'll be a time wherein we have to scale up, and there'll be a time wherein we need to relax and release. So it cannot be the same all through the month or all through the day. We need to schedule our you know things and adopt this flow in a very easy way or a natural way, such that this painful period or discomfort or mood swings or even no, it can be fertility issues, it can be fibroid, it can be any issues which is related and reflecting of hormones, thyroid issues or PCOD, PCOS. These things can be taken in a easy and a natural way. Of course, there would be some kind of a discomfort and pain, but we need to understand that we need to give time to release and relax and release these things for sure. But because of the like as I mentioned yesterday, like women were given that kind of uh, personal space and relaxation time during that 3-4 days of menstruation period or releasing for the menstrual blood. But nowadays, because of the education systems that we have or the work environment, women are asked that if they are going through the discomfort or pain, they're considered as sick or they're considered as incapability or they're considered as incompetent at workplaces or these are not about uh, uh, incompetency or this is not concerns of incapability, not having strength or these things. It is very very natural. We have to understand that. So the more women is going through these conditions, the more we have to be aligned with this process. And this also requires not just her individual situation, it also requires both the workplace conditions and also the social environment about family, community, the relationship between a husband and wife and children. Everyone should be understanding these things. It's a collective uh, efforts, it's a collective you know understanding of these situations and make it is to protect the women who is to strengthen the women. It's not only on the particular women individually, it also depends on the work environment and the social environment as well. Very important. And women's cycle is, as I said, the hormones, the energy, the deliverables, whether they are at a physical level or at home or at business or it is not the same. There will be uh, four. It can be considered as a 4 week cycle, like first week, second week, third week, fourth week. So first week we can say as it is 1 to 7 days of menstrual blood or menstruation period that would start, and it is the week two is about 8 to 14 days, and week three is 15 to 21 days, and finally the week four is 20 to 28 days. This is how the energy system, the hormones will be varying in a women. This is very, very important. The first one is menstruation. The second one is pre-ovulation. The third week is about ovulation, and the fourth week is premenstrual syndrome. We say that PMS. This is very, very prevalent these days in most of the women, especially women and Indian women and ancient Asian women would go through these things because we see the family environment or the work environment is very tense, very subtle, and very critical in this families or in this environment. So most of us, mostly ancient uh, women, is what they go through this kind of issues mostly, and women might be living in the Western lands as well, like in the US or the UK or Australia, but their kind of mental, emotional, social, or family condition, by and large, would be the same, even if they go and live in other foreign lands, foreign countries. So, by and large, most of the Asian women would experience this you know, condition, or we can say issue or something. So this is how it is. Let us understand about how exactly we have to understand this menstruation process in detail. So when we exactly know how the hormones or energy is varying according to every week, and once we understand what should be done in this specific week and what were we doing earlier, and at present lifestyles, what are we doing, and what are the techniques in this present lifestyle that we need to adopt certain changes in our lifestyles or in our practices. Either we are in this normal, non-spiritual, you know, individuals, or someone are at spiritual practices. I see even women who is in this path of spirituality, spiritual practices, they are also going through a lot of these issues because for them it is not the higher chakras they have, they have already explored. They are doing a lot of service. They are practicing the spiritual things that are connected with higher dimensions. We speak about gods, masters, angels, and many things. And there is a divine connection in this process of divine process and the divine path and divine connection. The basic things are being ignored. This is what is happening. So that's the reason both higher chakras and lower chakras has to be taken care for sure. we see that there is a considerable changes in this modern lifestyles. Like earlier, the deliverables of a woman and the deliverables of a man are clearly defined. Like a man is an active person, he goes out, he earns, and he provides that. One, we have a question asking about why children have been menstruating, or they have quick menstrual, no, uh, the puberty is started very at an early age. Yeah, we will discuss these things as well, for sure. Yeah, this is not just one, the basic reasons for every of these conditions. Say it is a PCOD, say it's a PCOS, or early puberty, or fibroid issues. Or there will be some focus missing on any of these chakras. The lifestyle changes, like the focus is mostly on no. There is some mismatch that is happening in this entire chakra process. That's only the reason. When we speak to an individual, then we would understand. If we have to speak it in general, yes, like there is a lot of stress that has been given to individuals on their mind. Like they have to read, they have to memorize, they have to become some, they have to establish a career. Yes, these things are very important, but at what level the pressure is on the individuals? We speak about the diet changes, we speak about the lifestyle changes, we speak about the stress levels. These are all the reasons for that is affecting our womb condition. Say it is a puberty at early age, say it is PCOD or PCOS, could be any of the, you know, the reason is the same, but the problems can be reflected in various forms. The challenges can be reflected in various forms. So obviously, we have to understand that the race that has been taken, that has been adopted, has to be, managed, or we have to understand that we need to protect our children, or our femininity, our women, our wombs. Then this race will be automatically, we have to understand that this is not a race. We need to protect our health, wellness. Protecting these things, we need to go ahead. We cannot just ignore and grow. We cannot just ignore and expand, or we cannot just ignore and ascend. In the spiritual path, we call it is as ascension. There is an ascension process that is happening. So ascension process is really uh, no a very significant in this consciousness studies and all. But what are the setbacks that this ascension process is also bringing it? So at physical level, the, the impact is at physical level. But if we, we speak about the spiritual and the conscious levels, this ascension process is also bringing a lot of no um, challenges and problems to the individuals, especially for the people. So how to balance these ascension things, or how to balance this progression, and how to balance these things are very important. We need to know that we need a balance. It's not just a race. Very important. See, for example, like earlier, the definitions of women and man, like women, man used to go out and earn, and used to provide and create that financial assistance or financial situations for the women, and women used to take care of his family, of his husband and children, and all these things. Nowadays, we see that women and men are equal. They are equal. No, nobody is equal here. We have our own due significance. It's not about equality. It is about you know understanding our own significance of feminine and understanding the significance of masculine. Of course, the roles, the gender roles have been changing. Yeah, women can do the roles that is expected out of a man when required, and men also are expected to do the roles of a women. That's a good thing. However, we have to make sure that there is someone who is also taking care of these feminine roles. Either a man is doing it, a female is doing it, it is okay. But we have to make sure that feminine roles that are required for the individuals are also taken care, whether it is taken by individuals, or there must be someone, like if someone is going out and coming back, there is someone to receive, process, release. See, if someone is coming out of house, they will not get all the fine and tuned things. If we are trying to do something apart from the things that they are getting, there will be unwanted things as well in this process. That unwanted things, say for example, uh, if agriculture, we take it as a basis. So while producing some food and all, the food is not completely processed, or the food is not completely refined, or what we say refined in the sense, not taking in the technological things, but only the major produce will be brought, and that has to be processed. Or if some food is coming back home, uh, the food has to be processed, cooked, and given some energy from the women, and she cooks and she you know gives that to the entire family. This process has been so much manipulations that have been happening, or so much changes that have been happening, which we need to take care. See, the theme we have to understand. Someone would bring that whether it is money, whether it is agriculture or anything, that will be added with some kind of unwanted things around. Then the fine-tuned things will not be received. It is the women who has to process it, sort it, remove the unwanted things, whether it is about food, money, stress levels, or anything. So there must be someone where we have to release the unwanted things. So even if we eat food, we eat the food and it is observed and absorbed in the by the body, and there will be some process happening. All the food which we eat will not be converted as energy. There will be certain process that is happening, and finally it will be absorbed by the body as a to blood or some vitamins or some kind of micros and macros that are needed, and there will be some wastage as well that has to be you know that will be there in every process, that has to be released, but it will be released only when we relax. Unless there is a relaxation, we cannot release. For example, in a day, there is we go out, we do a lot of work, and some kind of progression that we do, that we are making some some life and some money or some kind of a business or anything. Once we come back, when we do anything, there will be another unwanted things, stressful things that would happen, and we are not releasing the stress at all. We are just trying to progress, do work. Students are studying. There is no relaxation process at all for both women and men. for the elders at home, for the children at home. Everybody is engaged in some kind of a progression. They want to make something, studies, lot of studies, but there is no relaxation. Relaxation process in the sense mentally, emotionally, and all the system through we need to release. The releasing process happens only when we relax. How much time are we giving, or how much focus are we giving for the releasing process? Of course, we might say that we are doing certain things, but the level of pressure or the level of progression, the level of pressure that we are taking in this progression, when compared to the relaxation process, it is nothing, nothing. Like, not even 5% or 10% of relaxation that we are. So, as much as the time and energy that we are putting to increase, evolve, grow, or ascension process as well, we speak about the spiritual path. Likewise, there should be also the release and relaxation. We might say that we are also doing some practices, but mentally or emotionally, it is also trying to push you up rather than releasing or relaxing. So that's very, very, very much. Even the lifestyles have been changing. Like, women say that we are also strong as men. Here, masculine is for strength, women is to endure, or there must be someone to endure. Like, as I said, one is to activate and one is to relax and release. There is a day and there is a night. There is women, there is a man, there is a feminine, masculine and feminine, ascension and descension, higher chakras and lower chakras. So the theme is to elevate and to calm down. These are the two forces that has to be flow. We are not flowing that. Enough of activation is there, but enough of relaxation and release is not there.
It's
Everything
enough.
can be activated.
It's a grounding you're saying. It's a relaxation means.
Exactly. See, it is reflected like grounding is very important. It is not always essential. Dissension is also required. Grounding is also required. Grounding happens only when we relax. Grounding happens, the firm, like, as much as the space is important, as much as the earth is also important. Earthing, grounding, rooting. We are so much interested in, the higher things. No, I'm so much, I at a student level, it starts like my children, my child, my daughter, my son is so much good at these. That is, essential. That is, no, activating us. But what are we doing for grounding things? What are we doing for, rooting things? Rooting things, it will be a bit difficult. It is not shown. It is not given that visibility. It is a personal level we need to, take up. It need not have to be shown to the society. It need not have to be shown or out visibility. It is not that process. It is at our individual level. We do some meditation techniques, we grounding techniques or something. These days, what happens is we are doing meditation not to release or not to relax. We are doing it. No, I want that. I want this. I want to become that. I want to become this. I want to attain success. I want to do this. This is how we are adopting. Even the spiritual practices are also what to say, corrupted.
We are running behind desires only.
Exactly, the theme, doing these spiritual practices. The motive behind doing the spiritual practices is again to elevate ourselves. Yes, we all need the growth, we all need the progression, we all need the material well-being, and many things we need it, but not at an aggressive level, but not at a competent level, but not at someone, teaching someone and we need to grow. It's not like that. It is always like, the higher things and lower things. It is a, see, that is how a day is also designed by this universe or by this nature. All the day we work, but when it comes at the night, we need to relax, release first. The releasing happens only when we relax. I don't think we, as much as we are activated, we are not relaxing. So no releasing happening, no releasing happening at all. If we speak about the collective energy, if we speak about the individual energy, no releasing techniques or no releasing practices, not at all. We are doing meditation again. We will have that affirmation. I need this success. I am doing this studies. I need more strength. I am back of this no particular success and business. I am back of this particular success and something. Certain things are there that we want to chase. The chasing happening. So even if we are meditating, it is only we are chasing. We are just chasing, chasing, chasing. We will get the things not just by chasing. We will get the things by activating. Chasing is one particular phase, and grounding and releasing and relaxing is also a process in this.
So, releasing
Otherwise,
techniques, what would you suggest during menstrual time?
yeah, actually the real theme is to activate and release. And even for the women, that is what I would explain. See, for example, there are 4 weeks wherein the menstrual significance is there. Week 1, week 2, week 3, what should we do in week 1, what should we do in week 2, what should we do in week 3, and what should we do in week 4. It is not just
Madam, your presentation, can you little zoom in so that we can see your present? It's
uh,
out, I think. Zoom out.
sorry.
It's a
See,
presentation. Can you little zoom in?
I think this is how I can place it, because it is, I think it is visible good enough. And
Visible.
yeah,
It's not
even
full picture. We are not able to
the
see.
entire screen cannot be, for the
Not entire
technical
screen. It's not required. Just a 67 is there. Just little reduce that. Will you reduce that? No, no,
maybe.
reduce. No, it's not centering or something. It's not center. Yeah, it's now. No, no, it's a 300%. We cannot see.
I think it is visible enough.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, you can just
Yeah.
zoom.
So
Let,
what we have to understand here is always it is not. Sometimes we need to activate ourselves or go ahead, and sometimes we need to relax, and this is the funda. This is the form. But we are doing the practices of relaxation and releasing also with the intention, the motive. The intention is always to scale up. There is a lot of aggression. There is a lot of severity that we expect, even if we are at spiritual practice. That is what has been happening. So, uh, if we have to speak about the menstrual process and menstrual, first week it is menstrual blood. or menstrual process that would happen. First week, always in ancient times, what was given, it's always relaxed, releasing process has been given a lot of it. Women were always given some kind of personal space. The time to relax, meditate, and release. Very important. Even if we meditate, if we don't meditate, that is still okay. But the idea is to be very relaxed. The more we relax, the more comfortably we can release. But how many women are given this space to release and relax? Because we have to study. If it is a school, we have to continuously go to school. There is no relaxation then. If we are at home and doing home work and all, earlier women were given that space, but now, and if it is at workplace, we cannot even express these things. If we express, we will be considered as we are incompetent. We don't have strength. We are sick. No, it is not incompetency. It is not sickness. It is not you know something wrong. It is a very, very natural process that requires some relaxation. Once relaxation is given, then only the process can be released. That's the reason there is a lot of pain that we are going. So where is the relaxation time for a woman release? These are the things that are happening. So in this collectively, we don't get support these days. Only individuals need to make changes in their families should support and the workplace should support. We say that okay, do more meditation. Okay, if we do meditation or if we do some full moon meditation, these are only the applications. The main intention is to relax. We need to give time to relax. That is very important. The first week is the menstrual week. See, this is what I see is if we allow ourselves to relax and release, and this is how we can overcome the pain. This is what the process is like. We also need to consider the situations around, practical situations around. But the main thing is we have to first let us understand what the situations are, what the actual process is. Then we can think about what can be done in this present severe, complicated lifestyles. First, primarily, we need to also understand what is the first week significance, what is second week significance, and what is third and fourth week. Once we understand these things, what should be done and what the ancient people or ancient practices were doing and what are latest lifestyles situations that we adopted, and in this modern lifestyles also how to at least have some kind of practices and adoption that will save our food, that will protect our, not just getting that early puberty or not getting that painful. There will be some kind of periods, painful periods, because when delivering a baby, do we expect a women not to have that pain? Yeah, it is a painful process for sure, but the facilitation, the kind of support were always given. We need the supporting system. And we cannot completely say that we will remove the pain. There is nothing that removing pain is done. It is very natural. And people who are into this spiritual practices or meditation, they say they are more aggressive. They say that no, because you are a spiritual person, because you are a meditator, you should not have these pains. No, everyone will go through the pains, whether it is life delivery or this disintegrated air release. These are only the two things that I have. So even what I mean to say is there will be some kind of discomfort and pain. We need to give certain relaxation process and releasing process, giving time to that. That is how we can protect our this kind of uh, significance that women have. We need to protect our roots. We need to strengthen our roots. We need to protect and strengthen our femininity. We need. It is not no. We are trying to understand what the process is and how it is. So there can be some pains, but we need to give some attention. We need to give some support. We need to give in some time. If we are ignoring that pain and if we are ignoring that process, we are just into that our regular day-to-day life, at studies, at job, at making money or something. Yes, many of us are going through these issues, and most of the people we see that remove uterus, remove uterus. That is what the medical conditions that has been adopted these days. So if we go in this way, future we will be not able to protect the roots or the feminine or this relaxation process. So very importantly, these things are like first week, very relaxation and releasing things should happen. This is how even in the ancient times, no, they will be given some kind of huts and all. Women gather together and they will celebrate that as a process, and that is how they were released. Now, how many of us do this? I wonder. It need not have to be a gathering or something like this, but at an individual level, a girl is asked to go to school, even how much ever the pain is. Or women is asked to do the work, homework, chores, how much ever the pain. So this is how it is. In modern times, what we can do is we can take some relaxation. Like that is the reason there is a menstrual sleep policy, which has to be definitely uh, discussed and adopted. Uh, there has been some kind of different opinions that have been come up on this menstrual leave policy, because organizations might not recruit or hire women because they need to give this paid leave for women. That is okay. Paid leave or unpaid leave, it is women can make choice because they need not have to be paid. They like it is okay not to be paid, but what is important is not at the payment. Its importance is if we are going through some this kind of issues, whether it is paid or unpaid, I think they have to be given that relaxation time. That is very important. Or some do meditation or listen to music or this kind of give some personal space. Like it is completely personal space thing. Nowadays we want to interact more, do things with people, do a lot of social activity. It is not a social activity, and these days I see that spiritual groups are also having a lot of social activities. So they want to do some social activities in the name of spirituality. Yeah, that's a good thing. However, This first week of menstruation is completely personal, completely inward direction, inward journey, not external journey. It's a time to move inward, have that personal space, have that no, uh, self time, read books, or take some time for personal things, take break from work, not to have social interactions. It is all personal, personal, inward direction. Such that the things will be released, relaxed, and released. This is very, very, very. I think tomorrow we can continue with what the next phases of this menstruation. So, if
Oh,
any questions, yeah, if any questions, we can take up.
friends, any questions? Just unmute yourself and you can ask. Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue the next.
So here, what we have to understand here is every time it is not no moving up, whether it is at a materialistic aspects or spiritual practices or spiritual path. It's always moving up and coming back ground. That's thing, which most of us are, and mostly even groups, spiritual groups might also ignore this, and even the normal social groups also might, the individuals might. So we need to keep in mind these two techniques and processes that we need to adopt. Like a day, we have a night. Like activation, we have a no relaxation. The sun and the women, sorry, men, women. Likewise, masculinity and femininity. So when both the things are equally or not equal, I'm sorry, it is not equally. When both things are duly
Balance.
adopted, then that is how we can make a good, well, healthy, well-being uh, individuals and consciousness. That is how. Thank you so much, and let us join tomorrow. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining. Namaste.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for giving wisdom on significance on menstrual cycle and healing techniques. So completely what we understood. So we should stay completely relaxed during menstrual period. Not only it's relaxation and lifestyle also. We had to change our lifestyle and we had to accept that period. It's during period, so we should understand so the importance of menstrual cycle. Yeah, that's all helps us to uh, free from the pains or any further problems. Okay,
It is
thank.
not about pain or during that period. If we are not able to understand and schedule accordingly, the entire womb energy itself is being so badly. Complete womb related issues that we are. So week 1, week 2, week 3, how should we schedule? That is very important. Tomorrow we will see the further weeks as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would recommend and request everybody to join such that take this opportunity where they will be able to practice these things and get this energy and wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you.